Yeah, this is just a little bit of a test using the DJI Osmo Action 5. Not going to try and talk too much here, just a little bit of a walk through Roma Street, Parklands. Anyway, I'll let you have a bit of a look. So this thing here was actually in the Second World War a bomb shelter, and they were designed so they could be converted to bus stops or bits of shade. A lot of parks in Brisbane still use this. Anyway, let's go have a bit of a walk down towards the Spectacle Garden. Might be able to see we have a scrub turkey on the path here. They usually hide out of the way. They make quite large nests, so you see a big nest in the middle of nowhere, one of them. You see there's a lot of places, a lot of park benches here, bins, barbecue areas. It is quite steep coming through this part here. As you can see, there's some quarter lines, some ornamental gingers and so. Got one down here. It's quite nice, I think, how they've actually might have represented the subtropics here. Got a pink one at the back, got more of an orange one here. Apologies if I get things wrong, I am not a botanist. You can see we have had quite a lot of rain in southeast Queensland in the past week. As you can see, the grass is absolutely going gangbusters at the moment. We've got some fig trees. You can see you've got some bromeliads down here, nice darker foliage. So there's an amphitheatre down here, which I'm not sure what events are on, as I don't live locally. There's also a kids' playground up further. I'm probably 35 odd years past that, so we'll hang a left down here. This avenue is one of my favourites in Roma Street Parklands. There are what we call vandas growing up trees here. They're a type of orchid which does quite well in tropical areas. They're one of my favourite varieties. Unfortunately, none are in flower today, which is a bit unusual. My vandas in Toowoomba have just finished flowering. They've been in bloom for about the last 6-8 weeks. See, you've got more hanging up there. I'll need to come down another time and hopefully they're in flower. You've also got your Xanadus down here. They're quite popular in these areas as ground cover in shady areas. We'll come have a look out on this little ledge here. Look at that. There's a little bamboo clump in the middle. Artificial waterfall either side, and let's just have a look around here. Hanging around, that's a lovely green space area, big trees in the background, great for kids to kick the footy or whatnot. And as you can see, the Brisbane CBD and Roma Street train station is just beyond sight there on the other side of where those vehicles are. Another good thing they have here is there is water refill points, and you've also got little bubblers like that one. So we'll go have a look around the spectacle gardens. I've already had a look here this morning, so if I see anything we'll point it out. A little book library. Right here. It's just absolutely beautiful here, and it's a bit of an oasis right in the middle of Brisbane City. Full credit to the gardeners and others who keep this active. It looks like they're replanting, possibly for winter annuals. Still plenty of perennial colour around here. See a bit of rosemary down there. A beautiful little bit of an elevated look here. An orange trumpet vine. Lovely cover over this pergola area. Sit down and have a rest here if you like. Where we were before up there, you can see the pandas straight ahead up there. Now, a lot of these plants here you'll probably find in old gardens like when I was growing up. Point here up ahead to the right there is a little cafe up on the hill which you can walk around to. I'll just take you to one of my favourite spots here. I'll see if I can get a still photo uploaded on this as well. It's just a little portal into where the waterfall is. Tibicina is one of my all-time favourite little, it's more of a tree than a shrub. Easy growing, flowers in autumn, which are in March now. And this is the view I was talking to you about. A few other ones you have here. This is coffee tree. Brisbane subtropical climate, even though the altitude's not as high as some other coffee growing areas, it grows quite well under canopy here. Many years ago when I lived in Brisbane itself, we did have a coffee tree. We've got some kangaroos in there, got some alyssum in there. Here we are, waterfall, and you've got these stepping stones here to get across. I'll there, another one of the creatures here. This he is. With our lizard friends. Correct me if I'm wrong, this is a bit of a dragon. Let's see if we can get closer to him. Okay. I'll leave you alone. Just doing his own thing. I don't know, he might be a bit warm but cool today. As you can see, more replanting going on. Well, that's a bit of an indication. This bed is resting before its next display. Another bed here full of alyssum again, so you've got your white alyssum and your purple alyssum. Some cheese in the middle. This is a nice kind of a view here. So in the background you have a, I believe that's an angel's trumpet tree. You got your floating in there, you have some lotus. Once again, beautiful groundskeeping here. Go up this part. And we'll do a bit of a U-turn because we're kind of back to where we started. We walked into the gardens over here. What we have here, Sacred Ibis, aka Bin Chicken, unofficial mascot of Brisbane. Someone's done a nice little bit of a sculpture here of the wheelbarrow. Love them or hate them, they're kind of part of the scenery here in the subtropics. They seem to be a bit more geographically dispersed compared to when I was a kid. You see them even more prolifically up in places like Toowoomba now. Never used to. Maybe we'll keep walking down this way. Hey mate, how you doing? Just got a little bit of a trickling stream through here. Nice for another one of our little dragon friends. Hey bud, which way are you headed? Okay, we'll go the long way around. We'll go for a walk around where we have the fountain here. This one's called South Pacific, don't ask me why, although the arsene go down, looks like we've got something a bit reminiscent of the pandanus palm down here. Hopefully this DJI keeps the colour up under here so you can appreciate what I'm seeing at the moment. Oh, didn't even realise someone's got their tinny sitting in there. Probably one of the maintenance people. Let's go for a walk on the boardwalk here. Once again, really nice views. It's fairly quiet. You kind of forget you're in the middle of Australia's third largest city. Let's go have a look down here. Looks like we used to be able to get through here, but there is a notice about elevated blue-green algae levels, so it may be closed in case anyone falls and makes contact with the water. I'll have a bit of a look here. So, got some water lilies here. See, I don't know if you can make out straight ahead. Over the side there are some sacred ibis, real ones this time. Go at this, it's just lovely, peaceful. But walk around. Anyway, hopefully that's a little bit of to show you what I'm actually seeing here at the moment. And yeah, I'll do some more later today in another part of Brisbane.